What's up? This J.Rhodes, producer, artist, CEO of the 80s Baby Ent, and 1/3 of the SKP production team. You are now watching Cosign TV. Alright? Yeah, man. So the whole premise behind the bus was that, you know, that's actually an old Dallas, like Dallas city bus or whatever. So we kind of wanted a vintage feel. We feel that we here, you know, at 80s Baby Ent, we've been doing a lot of, you know, great things in the city and abroad. And we just felt like it was just a statement on the bus. Like, you know how they wanted Rosa Parks to get to the back of the bus for no good reason. You know what I'm saying? She deserved to be at the front of the bus because of, you know, all of her hard work that day, and, you know, she had her seat. And that's, and she refused to leave. And honestly, I know we're not on the same level as a Rosa Parks, what she did with the civil rights movement and what we doing with music, but we felt that with our talent and what we doing here at the label and what we've done, that, you know, it could be people trying to push us to the back of the bus just for no good reason, and basically just like we not leaving. So that's the whole premise behind the bus thing, you know. It's just more like we at the front of the bus and that's where we here to stay. You ain't gonna uproot us off of it. So that was the premise between that.
What made y'all conjure up the Taylor Rose with you and your partner Nee Taylor?
Well, me and Nee, it's almost like our chemistry just was uncanny ever since the first time I ever met her. It was just like boom, it clicked. You know, I actually met her. Was funny. I met her and I didn't even know she could rap. She just was, you know, getting at me like, yeah, I got this, I'm like, well, you know, come to the studio. And then she walks in the studio and I'm just like, okay, what you got? I play a beat and it's just like some of the greatest stuff like I've ever heard. And I'm just like, wow, I'm talking about my mind just churned. What's funny is, it's kind of funny how the Lord worked. My mind almost churned into present day on the stuff that we were gonna do.
Right.
And so I had that foresight, but we started collabing on a lot of songs together, you know, like Monster, Golden, and Beastie and stuff of that nature. And people just loved it, and our chemistry was crazy. So I was just like, hey, and it honestly may have been Watch the Throne inspired, you know what I'm saying? Because it actually, I think Watch the Throne came out, or at least they were talking about it like a long time ago. And I was like, well, you know, I think ours can be something a little different because there's not that many FMCs doing it anyway.
Right.
You got a, you know, an artist and a producer, FMC combo. I just know it's gonna be something real different. So yeah, we started it, and you know, it went through a lot of different phases. Because in the midst of me working on the Taylor Rose project, I was blessed to sign a production deal with S1, Symbolic One. Y'all know him from the Power Beat, Beyonce, Best Thing I Never Had, Murder to Excellence, and many other things. But it was a blessing, but it kind of was slowing up the Taylor Rose project, because now, where all my beats used to go straight to whatever he was doing, now, you know, in a sense, my first fruits, okay, S1.
Right.
And then so like he read through them, and we write a song or something. He's like, oh man, I heard this for Ye and Jay. I'm like, well, that's not ours no more. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, but Rhyme Fest love this one. Whoop, it's Rhyme Fest. So, but what I started doing is like we just start kind of rapping on songs, like it's, you know what I'm saying, on the spot, and then we end up making the album. It went through a lot of phases, and the final phase is just, you know what I'm saying, kind of masterful. So I'm gonna play you know, the single off of it called Ish Goes Down. We kind of wanted to have like a 90s, you know, Wu-Tang kind of just real grimy feel, Rick Rubin-ish kind of thing, and it's featuring another 80s Baby Ent artist, Bray Sonic, on it. And it's just basically like our rallying cry whenever you see us anywhere, it's 80s up. So basically it's like when the 80s go up, the shit go down. So that's really the premise of it. Mixed by Claiborne, holla at it.
So touch base on this S1 deal, how that come to place, what you've been working on, and what's next for y'all?
Well, me signing onto the SKP team came about like when I first got on the Dallas scene. You know, really the first couple of names I heard was S1 and Picnic, and then you know when I saw him at a beat battle, first beat battle I ever saw, I kind of I kind of knew that if I wanted to get to a certain point, that's what I kind of had to start doing my stuff on that kind of level. So I say that to say that I kind of just, you know, started the 808 studio, me and a couple business partners of mine, and we just was grinding it out, and people took notice, and one of those people that took notice was S1. And so, you know, he'd be on a newsletter, he'd be chiming in like, oh man, I see what you're doing, you know, keep pushing it. And I just kept pushing and he kept pushing. So it's like every level that he went up, I went up too. Like he's rocking up, you know what I'm saying, a beat battle, then maybe the next year I'll be rocking that same beat battle that he won, then I win it. Then he go up a level, then he be getting placement with certain artists, and I'll be going up a level, you know, winning another beat battle that he won or whatever. And it all hit the fan when I think I won the ASCAP our standard beat battle. Was like real huge in LA. And around that same time, all of a sudden, everybody in Dallas gets word that S1 done dropped the power beat. And so it's just like, man, it's crazy. So I see him at the Texas Urban Music Summit, him and his wife Teresa, like just, it's like my sister. But even then they always just show love, and it's like, man, we see what you're doing. And that was big for me, for them to be doing stuff on that level and actually see what I was doing. So I'm like, that's cool, but you know, never came at them like, well, can you get this to Kanye and nothing like that. You know, never, just like, man, y'all keep pushing, I'm gonna keep pushing. And I think they saw that. So we made a producers, me and my brother Lone Star, we came up with the producers union, and we wanted S1 to be a part of it, just to kind of unite the city. And I guess the whole moral of the story is, I didn't even try to do that to try to start working with S1. We did it to try to help the music community of Dallas. And what's funny is that, you know, he just really saw that and peeped that. And not only did he feel my talent, but what came out of that was like, man, you know, this dude is real serious about not just, you know, making music, but helping others. So I got a crazy email that next day or week or whatever. He was like, man, we working on a lot of stuff. It's about February or something. Kanye is looking for beats. Send me something. So I'm like reading the email, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? You know? And I'm just like, you know, this coming from just, you know, really grinding and just like never really know. It came out of nowhere. He was like, man, you know, he's such a cool dude. He's like, man, you know, it's like so much stuff on the table. I feel y'all spirit. And he sent this to me, I think Picnic and Oneself is his partner from Waco. And he was just like, man, it's a lot of stuff going, let's work. And so, man, I sent everything. I was like, that's what I started taking stuff off the J.Rhodes project, like, hey, we go make something else. And so, anyway, I'm long-winded, but I get to that point, we kept on working, and we kept on doing stuff, and he just really felt the grind, and we kind of just really was gravitating towards each other on a lot of, you know, a lot of different aspects. And he and me was like, man, I'm trying to build the team, man. I'm gonna come with a contract, and probably about from January, I think, I forgot when I signed. I think it was either June or July, and the rest is history. So so after all that long-winded speech, what we working on is like, man, a lot of stuff. We got some stuff coming with Rhyme Fest. I know Ye and Jay got an album next year, so I'm definitely, I've been making a lot of stuff for that and sending it, but I'm definitely trying to get on that Ye and Jay album. They're like some of my two favorite artists, so I got to get on the Kanye album. I got to get on the Jay-Z album. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get on that. Had a real dope R&B record that our homie Deonis wrote that I was praying that would have got on the Mary J. Blige album. It didn't make it, but I know the Lord got another plan for that. Man, working, just working. I'm trying to see what else we got, like, you know what I'm saying, potential Jeezy stuff, T.I., B.O.B., Lupe, and just whatever, cause as he's grinding and I'm just you know what I'm saying, whatever he send my way, whatever ideas, whatever people he tells me to make stuff for, I'm just doing it. I'm just playing my role right now. So I think 2011 was the setup, and I think 2012 was really gonna be when everything just comes together. So yeah, it's a blessing, man. And so SKP, 80s Baby Ent, just working them both, man.
Also, the last time we talked with you, you was on MTV2, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's I'm still on MTV2. They still got the Hello video circulating, but I was on actually MTV Rap Fix. Twice actually. The first time was with Shouts out to Picasso for hooking me up with that too, man. Picasso, Dallas legend. But I was first time I was on Rap Fix was with Ninth Wonder and David Banner.
I remember that.
And that was crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was just like, and they was really feeling the song.
Yeah.
Sway was feeling it. I was just like, man, that's what's up. And then the next time I was on it was with Wiz Khalifa. First time I was on it with Sway, with Ninth and David, that was Hello. The second time with Uber was with Wiz Khalifa. And that was a big, 2010 as an artist was real big for me. So yeah, that's cool. I still got a good relationship with Sway. They want to do a follow-up soon. But I think what they waiting on is for me to get my first big placement, and then they want to do a follow-up, you know. So they've been talking about a follow-up, but they kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop with some of these placements with S1 and stuff. So yeah, 2012, Lord willing, it's gonna be an MTV feature, and I think, you know, as quiet as it's kept, they're gonna fly down here or something. Somebody gonna be here to talk to me. So, you know, so tell these rappers to rap on one of my tracks so I can hurry up and get that MTV feature, man. So
shout out
follow him on Twitter.
That's coming, man.
Shout out to Sway, man. I'm coming for his job on the cool though.
Man, yeah, for real. Sway, come get it, dog.
Yeah. Sway cool peoples, man.
But hey, you know, that's what you wanna what you wanna aim for. But yeah, so that's what's up. MTV showed me mad love. They showed me more love than some publications in Dallas, but shout out to MTV. Shout out to MTV because they showed mad love.
And you also dropped the Uber remix. Who's on your Uber remix?
Uber remix, man. It's on the J.Rhodes album, but the Uber remix is just epic. Ace Mitch is on there, Head Crack, Ness, 730, of course Nee Taylor. And let me see, it was 6. It was somebody else. I'm tripping.
Shout out to Ness too, man.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, let me go in the order of the song. And me, yeah, I'm missing me. And so yeah, so it's Nee Taylor, me, 730, Ace Mitch, Ness, and Head Crack. And I did a similar thing back in 2009, like, you know, before the Cypher craze got all popped off. Dropped a song called Cypher. This was back when I was at the 808 studio, and it was myself, a rapper named Tommy Bonds, rapper named Leon the Pro, ADD Plus, Ness, Head Crack. Who else was on it? My boy Mike D. So basically, man, I like doing those epic songs because, you know, you want to just get everybody together and just showcase the talent that Dallas has. So, but yeah, Uber remix. You know, I mean, I don't know what else is in the running, but I would say that in Dallas that's you know, one of the best remixes this year. We proud of the Uber remix. It had a lot of energy. So, but shout out to my label and my music group, 80s Baby Ent. Shout out to Nee Taylor that couldn't be here today, but yeah, J.Rhodes, December 27th. Y'all cop that.
So man, right now the rest of the time is your time, man. Just holler at us, holler at the people. Let them know what's good. Get everything off your chest.
Yeah, let me shout out, first of all, let me just say thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying, for blessing me with this talent and for getting me here to this point. Gotta give thanks to him and the Lord, because if it wasn't for, you know, wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I also want to give a big shout out to all my people, 80s Baby Ent. I don't even want to start naming names because I'll be naming all day. But I just want to thank all of them for supporting me and us supporting each other and getting us where we want to go. Shout out to S1 for believing in me and getting me on this production team. A lot of big things in 2012. J.Rhodes, December 27th. Lively Rule 2012. Glorious Song 1.0 2012. And that's it. Shout out to Dallas, man. And shout out to Cosign Magazine. The baddest, dopest, most magnificent magazine in all the land, man. Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff, all that. But Carter High, Atwell, Mark Twain Elementary, all that shit. But yeah, peace, man. Thank y'all.
I'm trying to get it out they system. If you gon' push crack, push that.